Hey guys, what's up? Josh here with Josh and Hunter's Adventures. Guys, we're cooking deer roast today, but it's not in a Dutch oven, it's not over a campfire. It's in an Instant Pot. Yeah, I know it's a little different than the way we've fixed it in the past. I know everything we've cooked so far has been outside, but I wanted to give this a shot. Just got this Instant Pot, so I figured what better way to break it in than with a deer roast, right? So, we got our deer roast here. It's just a small roast from a buck that was killed this November that Hunter had killed. We got some red potatoes, some onions, some carrots, and then we got some various different seasonings that we'll season it with. So, this may be a learning curve for me because I've never really used one at all. So, we're just going to dig into it and see how it turns out. I mean, I know how to cook deer roast, but I've never done it in an Instant Pot. So the first thing that we're going to do is I went ahead and I cut the Instant Pot on saute, okay? Which is this button right here, and you can see it says it's hot. I'm going to pour just a little bit of olive oil in there and let it get good and warm, and then I'm going to season the roast, and then we're going to sear it, and then we'll start cooking from there, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some virgin light olive oil, and I'm going to pour it right down in here. Let's see here. That ought to be enough. Alright, so I'm going to let that sit, and then we're going to take some seasoning. I've got some salt, pepper, a little bit of thyme, some onion salt, garlic powder, and just a little bit of Lowry's. The Worcestershire, the beef stock, and the red wine vinegar will be for when we get ready to actually make when we put the roast in to actually cook. So I'm going to put just a little bit of salt and pepper on each side. Alrighty. A bit of salt. This is kosher salt, so it is a little bit coarse. Like I said, I mean, I know how to cook deer roast. I've cooked it for a long, long time. I've just never done it in an Instant Pot, so it's going to be sort of new to me. Now we're taking a little bit of onion salt. Shake it up there just a little bit. You don't have to put a whole lot. Said you're going to put some on each side. Just a little bit of thyme. This is thyme leaves that have been chopped. A bit of garlic. Just a little bit of Lowry's. And then we'll flip it over and do the same thing. Flip it over. I'll go ahead and do this side, and then I'll get back with you guys when I go to put it back in here. Okay guys, so I've got both sides seasoning of the roast. I'm going to go ahead and put it down in the Instant Pot and sear both sides. Sear both sides, probably about 1 to 2 minutes on each side. Alright guys, so I've had it in here about 2 minutes. Got one side seared, so I'm going to let you look at it here when we flip it. Come on over here, let's go ahead and flip. Alright, so there's seared on that side. So I'm going to let that sear for about 2 minutes, and then I'll get back with you and we'll go to the next step. Alright guys, so about 2 minutes on the searing. I'm going to take it out and put it on this plate for just a second. I'm going to put up my onions in there, and I'm going to just saute them up just a little bit with the leftover grease. And I've got a little bit of, I've got a tablespoon of Worcestershire and a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. Probably just throw that in there and just sort of, once these get sauteed up just a little bit, let that break everything down off the bottom. Alright guys, so I'm going to throw just a little bit of butter down in here with the onions. Let that melt. And I'm going to go ahead and pour the Worcestershire and the red wine vinegar. Like I said, this is just a tablespoon of each. And that'll have that. All I'm trying to do is I'm trying to break every bit of the meat that was on the bottom of the pan. I want it off of there because I want those the flavors off of that was caramelized there on the bottom. I want those for the roast. So I'll let that cook for just a minute, and then we'll add the beef stock and the roast, the potatoes and the carrots, and we'll get her to cooking for about an hour. Alright guys, so I took the onions out because I'm actually going to just put them right over top of the meat. This is the little grate that come with it. So I'm going to use that. Actually, I'm going to take the roast, put it right down in there, pour every bit of the onions and all the liquid right down in there. And I've got these potatoes. I washed them. I'm just going to throw them down in there. They said some of the videos I've seen, I think you can use aluminum foil. I'm not using aluminum foil though. We're just doing it like we would a regular roast. So I'll tell you about how much beef stock I've got here. It's probably about right there. So I'm just going to pour that in. And then we're going to get some water. Probably about 2 cups of water. Alright guys, so I got 2 cups of water. Like I said, probably had maybe a cup of beef stock. Alright, so now, let me just move this around here just a little bit. I'll let you guys look at it. So we got our roast in there sitting on that little grate top, and then we've got our onions in there, our potatoes, and our carrots. Now, I'll take this fancy lid that they got, and we are locked down. Alright, so on this Instapot here, I've got the lid latched, and it's got a vent and a seal. So we're going to try it on the seal. Obviously we need it to seal. And then so we're going to go to slow cook, and we need it for 1 hour. Let's see here. Alright, so we've got it for an hour, and we're going to check back with you guys in an hour and we'll see what it looks like. Stick with us guys. Alright guys, so we're done with the cooking. Now I'm going to let it just it says it's got a slow release, so I'm going to let it just release on its own. I'm going to give it about 10 or 15 minutes. Alright guys, so had this cooking here for an hour, and I let it do a natural release for, it says 28 minutes, releasing all the pressure that's inside. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this knob up here and go ahead and do the quick release. We'll let that vent, and when that releases, we'll open it up and look inside, see what it looks like. Okay guys, so we got it all the pressure relieved here. Gonna open it up and see what we got here. Alright, let's set the lid down. Light. So we'll get it out and see what it looks like. Alright guys, so we got it out. I'll show you how tender everything is. Carrots, you can see they're good and tender. The potatoes, so that's pretty tender. And the roast itself, it's hot, but I'll try to show you without getting in the way of the camera. It's pull apart tender. You can see give it a taste test here. Tastes good. It does taste good. I mean, I will say it's a whole lot quicker than doing it, you know, over the fire, or which I mean, it's obviously, you know, it's fun to do it outside and cook it all over the fire and stuff in the Dutch oven, and I do it in a crock pot also. But I'll be honest with you, I mean, that's basically an hour and 30 minutes compared to, you know, in a crock pot you'll let it cook for 6 hours, and in a Dutch oven, you know, 2.5 hours, something like that, you know. But it is good. I'm impressed with it. So maybe I'll try it again. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. If I did something different that, you know, I need to try the next time. Like I said, this is my first time, so I'm learning with it. But leave me a comment, let me know. But as always, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. That way you know the next time we put out a video. I'm Josh. Thanks for watching Josh and Hunter's Adventures. We'll see you next time, guys.